Is Dhamma means natural law? Yeah, that's a good translation. It's such an extraordinary word, and there are so many nuances to this word Dhamma in the Pāli language, or Dharma in Sanskrit. But certainly natural law is one meaning. So Dhamma is reality. Dhamma is also the teachings of a Buddha. Because what would a Buddha teach? Only what's true and real. So how to understand reality, how to meet reality, is the whole of the Buddha's teaching. How to make sense of reality. So Dharma means truth, it means law, it means nature. The way the natural world functions is a great Dhamma teaching for us, isn't it? We see cause and effect very clearly in nature. It's very open for us. You harm nature, then there will be results. Nature will always rebalance things. So we pour fossil fuels into the environment and everything heats up. And there will be this effect that spreads throughout the system. And it's really interesting that we as human beings cannot comprehend the complexity of the workings of nature, but they will always follow the natural law of cause and effect. Something happens, there will be a result. And it's always an exactly commensurate with the action. It's really quite remarkable. A law of physics. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So we can learn from nature. We can see how this is true. Now in the human heart, it's a little bit more convoluted. And it's very difficult for us to fully understand and grasp sometimes the consequences of our thoughts, words, and deeds. But they will always follow the Dhamma. They will always follow the law. So we harm and we will suffer. Not in the future, but right now. And also quite probably in the future too. But right now, when we harm or hurt or act unskillfully, there is suffering. And if we really practice mindfulness and we develop our mindfulness practice, we get to feel that. So then we can start to follow the law. You know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do anything harmful because it hurts. It's like you start to recognize, rather than putting my hand in the fire, I'm going to avoid that pain and stay away from the fire. Because I've learned that if I put my hand over there, it's going to hurt like hell. But we have to learn that. And sometimes we can be so overwhelmed by the deluge, so flooded by what we've learned, what we've been taught, the conditioning we have, living in our heads, that we are not in tune. We're not actually fully comprehending this law. So people can do very harmful things because they're not actually feeling the suffering that's immediately the result in them. They're not aware of it because they're looking somewhere else. They're not actually present. They're somewhere in the future planning the next harm or whatever. Or they have some ideation around that this is, yes, it is painful, but it's also necessary. This kind of ideology of, I need to do this for some future result, which will be better. But whenever we hurt or harm any other being, including ourselves, then we create suffering, then and there. And future suffering will be the consequence as well. And then after the life comes to an end, there'll be a whole lot more suffering waiting for us. So, you know, it's very sad that people do things that create so much pain and suffering in the world. But the reason they do it, we can realize, is because of ignorance. It's because they don't know what they're doing. We also get to learn very clearly when we're generous, when we're kind, when we do good, when we make effort to do good, even if the results aren't good, but we're trying to, our intention is to do good, to help and to serve. The result, of course, is happiness. The teachings are a cause of happiness. We understand the teachings of the Buddha. Do good, refrain from harm, purify your heart. So to do good, when we're practicing mindfully, we get to recognize, of course, it feels good. It creates the causes for happiness. And so what do? If we're tuned into Dhamma, the law, the nature, we just want to do good because it's natural for us to incline towards happiness. The Buddha said all things are inclining toward Nibbana. All things seek happiness, the highest happiness. And so how do we get there? We practice doing good. Good thoughts, good speech, good actions, and feel the joy of that. So this law, the Dharma, the natural law, is so amazing to just surrender to that and to recognize that here and to be willing to feel fully what's happening now. When we feel fully what's happening now, the law, the Dhamma, is apparent to us in every moment. And doing good, avoiding harm, is natural. It's actually our nature. When we harm, we're going against our nature, and we're doing something unnatural. A natural law, we can contemplate this meaning of Dhamma.